This is going to be a fairly quick one. We're going to make a new file and we're going to call it interpolation strings.py. Okay, I'm hoping that I'm putting that scary word in there and it will help you remember it as we move forward here. Okay, one of the things that's really annoying is we come back over to guess the number. When we print off this monster, right, that plus sign and the quotations on both sides, that's kind of obnoxious, right? It's difficult to read as a human. It's just not natural, okay? So I'm going to define here interpolation equals co-mingling variables and strings together, okay? This is general awesomeness. So what I'm saying is I would like to be able to do this. Let's put cookie count equals 12, and I wanted to print off, put in quotes here, the cookie count is cookie count. Okay, and I want this variable to work. That way I don't have to go back and forth between quotations, which is confusing and difficult, and you make mistakes. Like I said, there are some old ways where you would have like percent signs with various data types at the end, and oh, it was confusing. You can go search for it if you want to. The awesome thing here is what I've got is almost okay. In order to do this, we have what is now called in Python 3.6 F-string formatting. You don't need to remember that. What you need to remember is if you put the letter F, it turned blue, right? So this is fancy, right? This is Python key. You don't have to pass anything, so you don't need the parentheses. You just do F and then go straight to double quotes. You can just start using your text, right, your string, and anytime you get to a variable you want to stick in there, you put these curly braces around it. Okay, so print F, the cookie count is, and then switch over, hey, Python, we're not in regular string mode anymore. I want you to take what I'm about to give you, and I want you to put it in this string. Okay, so let's open up our console. Let's run Python 3 against interpolation strings and hit enter. And how awesome is that? Not only did it put it in our string, it cast it for us. Because if we did what we normally did, I'll remove this and I'll put plus cookie count at the end, okay? Without doing anything differently other than just moving this back to the old way, if I run the same program, it breaks, right? We have that concatenate problem. If I put it back where it was, so cut it, remove the plus, put it in those brackets, run it again, it works. Okay, you say, Rob, why didn't you explain this? Because those operators are absolutely key to programming. You have to know how to concatenate stuff together. But going forward, this is absolutely how you should be doing this every single time. Whenever you have a variable that you want to commingle with a string. So as a for instance, we'll say person equals, we'll go into F mode, right? So F string formatting mode. We'll put person's name is Joe. Joe is, we'll put in here 45 minus 13. So it's just fine. It doesn't have to be a variable. It can be anything that Python can pull off in this tiny little this area in between the brackets. Does it have enough information to do that? And Joe is from, we'll put right above it here, country equals England. And we'll put that in brackets here too, country. All right, we can close it off, and we will print off person. I'm missing the parentheses there. Let's come back over and run our code again. Person's name is Joe. Joe is 32, right? It did the math for us inside there. And Joe is from England, okay? We're going to get to more complicated stuff, more fancy stuff. But printf is something that we will use the rest of the course. Learn it, love it, and use it.